Hello, grade 6. Welcome back to Nelson Math Chapter 2, Section 4, Renaming Numbers. As you've learned in previous grades, you often see different ways of calling the same number. For example, another way of saying 10 is 6 plus 4. They're equivalent, they have the same value, but they have a different name, even though they have the same value. In our section today, we're going to be looking at renaming significantly larger numbers. So if we look at the number 3.2 million or 3.2 millions, we could show that on this place value chart right here. Once again, here's our millions grouping, our thousands grouping, and our ones grouping. Our millions grouping, this here tells us we have 3 millions, and that's the 3. And then 0.2 millions. Here's the decimal, my oversized novelty decimal. It's right there, 0.2. So this is 3.2 millions, just like we would in a regular decimal. But instead of saying 3.2 ones, we have 3 millions and then 0.2 of a million. All of the rest of these would be a placeholder for zeros. So we could read this as 3.2 millions, or we could look at it as the ones, not look at the decimal anymore if we're not looking at millions, and we could call it 3,200,000 ones. So we could look at it from either standpoint. For 0.47 million, which I've written for B right here in the middle, this one's very similar, but a little bit different. This is still saying 0.47 million or 0.47 millions. So a bit less than half of 1 million. And I've labeled that right here, 0.47 millions, less than 1 million. However, the question's asking how many thousands are there? So I only have to look in this particular grouping right here, just this grouping with the thousands. So I'm not looking at the ones for this one. If I look at the thousands, it's like there's an imaginary zero here as a placeholder. So it would be 470 thousands. If we wanted to, however, we could also look at the number of ones. And we could imagine there are zeros all the way in these placeholders here. So we could give this one two names. We could call it 470 thousands or 470,000 of the ones. And our last one is right here. Our last one is 0.32 million. I've labeled that here. We're looking at the millions column. The name has millions in it. So 0.32 is labeled right here. And once again, we want it in ones. So if it's in ones, we have placeholder zeros in all of these slots right here. And that would be 320,000 ones. 320,000 ones. If we were being asked for thousands, we're not, but if we were, it would be 320 thousands. That's how many thousands we would have. So that's our quick lesson on renaming numbers. Please use a chart like this one to keep track of all of your numbers and renaming conventions. It'll make it much easier when you compare. Don't forget to put the decimal when needed. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.